And welcome back. Let's just look around the place, and I think before we get along to the mob tower renovation project, I might try something here. Specifically, I looked up the recipe for it, and I now know how to make the fence gates. So I thought I'd go ahead and do that and put that in at the farm area here. 2 planks and 4 sticks thusly. That's your fence gate. While I'm at it, I thought I'd try something else and see if I can get away with putting a door at the top of the basement stairs. Alright, put the sticks away. Won't need those anymore. And we'll take those with us. Okay, let's see if this will work. Of course not. You cannot put doors on stairs. That's a shame, too, because it would be nice to have a couple doors here and a couple of blocks up there to just have this be a doorway to a basement. I could move the stairwell that way a block, but then I'd have to expand the basement, so I'm not going to do that right now. Let's go ahead and put these doors away. Use them some other time. And we'll just tend to the fence out here. Let's see. This is a good likely spot, actually. Put it right in the center. Think of it. Oh, you right click to open it. Okay. Alright, very good. Okay. And now, we're going to get on the minecart track, and we're going to head back to the main base and do some work on the mob tower. Hello. We are lagging this morning, or midday, or whatever time it is. Let's see, anything I want to bring along? Going to need cobblestone, but I can get that there, so that'll... Wait a minute. No, okay. And we're off. And we're arriving after a long, fairly scenic route, but it does take quite a while to make the trip, and I also managed to lag quite a bit on that rail. Alright, let's see. Should be, yes, lightstone in here. And that gives us a little over 4.5 stacks of lightstone to work with. That should be about sufficient, I would think. In any event, let's see. Alright. Now we'll head over to the mining base and pick up a few other things, and then we will head to the top of the mob tower. And I think along the way we'll be stopping to grab some sunlight so that we can start this project in the beginning of the daytime. Sometime I have to get the connecting corridor over to the mining base built onto this thing. Perhaps we'll take care of that after the mob tower is done. Now, I realize that using glowstone to provide the lighting for this may seem a bit extravagant, but when you think about it, most of that mob tower, a little over half of it, I believe, is underground. And cutting openings to let the sunlight in, I don't think would be really all that effective. So I'm going to go ahead with the lightstone plan, and we'll see how that works. I figure I will get most of it back. Yes, there will be some loss, and I figure it's acceptable loss. I can deal with that. Now, we're heading up to the top of the mob tower, and we'll begin this operation. And I'm going to go ahead and meet you up at the top of the mob tower. That's another long, boring climb. All right, here we are. And this is the top floor, open to the sky for passive mob spawning. And since 1.8 it hasn't produced much of anything, but I'm going to go ahead and leave it active now. All right. Now, let's see. Get this first one positioned right, and the rest of them ought to just fall right into place. All right. I'm going to go ahead and get these holes in place just to make sure that I've got this right. I'm not certain that it is just yet. It isn't. All right, now 1, 2, and 3, and another opening. All right, let's just go over here to the other side. It hasn't been messed with, and try this again. Ignore the edge and go 1, 2, 3. Ignore that edge and go 1, 2, 3. And then here. Okay. And 1, 2, 3 there. And then 1, 2, 3 there. Okay. You know, it does occur to me that another option, instead of using the lightstone, is to just tear a huge gaping hole in each floor, letting sunlight in. Save the lightstone for later on when it's nighttime, because this operation is going to take a while, and it will be nighttime at some point. And whatever floor we're working on, we can okay. We'll just tear this open. Have lots of light pouring in here. And now we can do similar surgery on this floor and just repeat the process all the way down. We'll try that. Now, I've got the light stone if it proves necessary, so we'll go with that. Besides, something else occurred to me as well. Since mobs can't spawn within 24 blocks of the player, the floor immediately below me shouldn't have anything spawning on it. At least while I'm working directly above it. Oh boy, major lag going on here. It's got to be all these water streams. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and continue the surgery on this floor and for several of the floors below me. And I'm going to do it off camera because, frankly, the lag is just too much to get anything done on cam. It's way too sluggish. So I'll catch up with you in a little bit with an update. Okay, I have a little bit of an update here. I've broken through the first two floors. And not only is there an enormous number of floating blocks around here that I can't pick up because my inventory is full, but the time is passing quickly. And so I'm going to go ahead with my original plan with the glowstone because it's going to be dark very soon. And this way I won't have to break down nearly so much material. Is that right? No, it's not right. I'll get it. Alright, so this has the advantage of lighting both the floor I'm on and the one below it at the same time. That was off by a little bit, but I can compensate over here. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Alright, I'm going to, well, let's see here. Let's get this 2, 3, 4. this is the pattern I've worked out, and I'm going to go ahead and put this in place on the floors below. And we'll see. Let's head down. Good. There's nobody home down here, so I'll start putting glowstone in place here and cut an opening to the floor below. And once I've got all this glowstone in place, I'll catch up with you again. Okay, I'm several floors down inside the tower when it suddenly dawned on me that I don't need to leave so much stuff up there above me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back up a few floors and change my tactic here a little bit. Let's see, the opening over here. Yeah, okay. Oh, wonderful. It's raining. Oh, for crying out loud. Well, hell. I get it now. You'd think something like this would be exceedingly simple, but the rain does seem to complicate it. All right. What I'm going to do here is, and I don't have the dirt for it, or I'd go up to the next one up, but I'm going to go ahead and repair this floor, counting on the lightstone here to keep things lit up enough. And at the same time, I'm bringing the ceiling down so that it will only be 2 blocks tall. And I can't just make the ceiling that much lower instead of having it up where it was, because the ceiling is part of the wall. Well, if you look here, it's part of the walls for the water channel. So that's why that has to be. And so what I'll do is get the ceiling repaired and lowered at the same time. And then once I'm done, I go below to the floor below me and start lowering the ceiling in that floor on every space except where the glowstone is. And then when I'm finished, I remove the glowstone, patch up those holes in the ceiling, give a quick double check to make sure I haven't left any open spots, and then head through to the floor below and continue the process. And so that's the plan, and I'm sticking to it. Doing this one first will take a little longer because there's twice as much work to do, but after that, it should be fairly straightforward and reasonably quick for each floor. And now, between the water streams and the lag, well, between the water streams and the rain, Of course, another word for rain in this game could be lag. But between the water streams and the rain, there is so much lag that I'm going to do a bulk of this off camera, and we'll catch up with you at a few levels for an update. Alright, I have just finished up lowering the ceiling on the second floor from the top, which is the first one that didn't have a huge gaping hole torn in it. And in doing this floor, I have used just about 4.5 stacks of cobblestone. And especially given the huge drain on the first one, I have enough cobblestone to do the next floor below me. And then I'm going to have to work out a way to go outside and replenish my cobblestone supply without riding down to the killing floor and facing the lava or a fall that would kill me, because that fall is intended to kill. So one thought I had was to open this wall and take a look out here. Alright, there's the mining base. You can barely see it in the render distance. And there's the main shack. And most importantly, over there in that corner is the main ladder access down all the way, with a stop at the bottom of the pit here before it goes underground. So what I'm thinking is, when I need to get some cobblestone, I can come out here like so and make myself a little walkway along the side of the building over to that corner, break into it, and use the ladder to go down and get cobblestone, and come back up and go back out on the walkway to come back in here to finish the floor I'm working on, which won't be this floor because I'm finished with this one. So what I'm going to do now is I'll go ahead and seal this back up, and I'm going to get ready to move on to the next floor down. And the first step for that is to break the glowstone up here. And fill the holes where it was. Well, I'm not going to be able to get that, so I knew there was going to be a little bit of loss in this, so I'm not worried about it. Always make another trip to the nether to pick up more. And once all of these are plugged, then I'll open up a new hole to go down below to the next floor. And the job will continue from there. I will apply the glowstone pattern to the floor, which will double the available lighting and start shutting down the floor below. Alright. Okay, bow, well, sword at the ready. Bow takes time to charge. So just in case there is something down there, although if there was a spider, he'd be standing right there waiting for me. I've noticed they do that. Alright. That's the pillar from where I came up from where I had gotten down to. Alright. Okay. Now I will plug that hole. and begin working on lowering the ceiling for this floor, and continue. Well, after this floor is done, I will be needing to replenish my cobblestone supply, and I will use that, make a doorway and a path along the side of the building to get out and get down to where I can get some more. So I'll be updating again when I'm ready to go get more cobblestone. Alright, this next floor is done, and I'm ready to figure out which side of this place goes to the ladder and go down and get myself some more cobblestone. So we have a look out here, and there's the track, and there's the corner I'm looking for, so this will serve. Okay, now just extend my walkway here, precarious as it may be. Over here to the corner. And I do believe that if I break this here, and then this here, no, that is not quite it yet, although we're close. There we are. One ladder. Alright, now I'm going to extend this out just a little bit here. And I'm going to put a little, let's not go walking off the edge when we get back up barrier. And now we're on the way down for more cobblestone. I figured something like this would be necessary because there's no way, with 28 spawning floors, there is no way in God's earth that anybody's ever going to be able to carry all of the required cobblestone in one go. And so far the whole project has proceeded quite uneventfully, and I'm hoping that it remains so. And by the way, yes, I am playing this on hard. I am not going to set peaceful for this operation. Alrighty. And while I'm at it here, let's do as much as we can with the glowstone dust recovered from the first time. Like I said, I knew there was going to be some losses involved there. It can't be helped. Alrighty, now I'm going to head back up there. And doing this same job as the building goes underground, it will be necessary to dig a tunnel to that. But that won't be a problem. In fact, it'll be a lot less nerve-wracking than working up in the sky along the side of the building. But I should have enough cobblestone now to do at least 2 or 3 more floors, and that'll help. Alright, finished with this one here. I'm going to go ahead and close that up for safety. That I will leave as is. Come back in here. Close that up. Walkways on the side of the building I'm not going to worry about. And in fact, I might just leave them there as access method. You know, maintenance access or something like that. Alright, now it's time to break the glowstone in the ceiling, go down a floor, and do this whole thing again. It also allows me to double check for spots I may have missed. And by the way, doing this ceiling job is so far taking me about 10 to 15 minutes per floor. So you can understand why I'm skipping the bulk of this and only checking in for updates as I've been doing. That would result in a very long video, given that there are another, 26 floors to go? Alrighty. One last look around. Ceiling is good. 2 blocks high. No ender twits will be forming in here. Bow at the sword at the ready, just in case. Spiders and such. Okay, we're good to go. This floor's another one of the ones that I had gotten to before I realized the mistake. Alright. And now I'm on with fixing this ceiling. Catch up with you in a little bit. Actually, probably a long bit. Alright, and I'm back. And it's been a very long day. This job has taken literally several hours of real time. And I am now standing on the level immediately above the killing floor. I can tell that because of the light that's coming up through the corners from the lava. And as you can see, I've had to build little barriers there at the corner to keep from getting shot by skeletons that are falling. It's amazing how they can be such a dead shot while they're falling. And I've also had to fight off the occasional spider that has managed to get in here in spite of everything, which has made the job even longer. And now I'm going to get rid of the lightstone on this last level, fill this sucker in, and the lightstone that's in the floor here I will take care of from within the killing floor. And I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I will catch up with you when I've got that done, because I'm sure there's going to continue to be interruptions from deadly things that are making this job very difficult and extremely time consuming. I have to remove the lightstone from the ceiling, fill in the holes, and then take down the barriers at the corner, which is going to be the most tricky and dangerous part of it, because it leaves me open to attack by skeletons and such. Makes it easier for spiders to get in here to me. and so on. And combine all that with enormous lag from all these water streams. And this is a challenge that I frankly do not wish to repeat. I grant you that it's entirely probable that there might have been easier ways to do this. I honestly don't know. My main thing is that I got it done. And yes, it's cost me a fair amount of lightstone. I started with just under 4 stacks, and it looks like I'm going to end with just under 3 stacks by the time I recover everything. Okay, the lightstone has been taken out of the ceiling, the holes have been patched, and now I'm going to take these columns down, break one of these lightstone things, and drop down to the killing floor and finish it from down there. Okay, 2 to go. Alright. I'm going to break the lightstone first. And there's my safe haven. And here we go. Alright. I'll tell you what, I've never been so glad to be in this room. Okay. Alrighty, almost done. I'm actually glad that I didn't try to record the whole thing, because honestly, I think I've spent about let me turn my local volume down. It's getting into the microphone. There. This thing took it had to be the better part of 5 hours on and off, what with hitting escape to pause things for a break now and then. Two more. All right. The job is done. Missed a few pieces of glowstone dust here. All right. Now let's get out of this lag festival. And may it be a very long time before I ever have to do a job like that again. Future mob traps will be... Oh my god. Now I know what some of the lag is. I hear slimes. Where are you at? If I get rid of the slimes, I'll get rid of some of the lag. It's amazing how much lag those suckers generate. This is why I don't need a slime farm. The bottom level of my branch mine is a slime farm. I still hear at least one more. The trick is finding him. Well, they've shown up in here occasionally. Let's see. No, I'm moving away from him. He must be on the next level up. Yeah. He's gotta be. Alright. We'll go up and get the slime. Ugh. The lag these things cause. Oh boy. I'll be glad when Optifine gets updated. Yes, he's one more up. It would be one of these guys. Come on, boys. One at a time. Ah, it's so much better. All right. So we have finally gotten to status of the job is finished. Endermen can no longer spawn inside this tower. That should actually improve its efficiency because they won't be building up in there and reaching the mob cap. And now I think what I'm going to do is park in here. Get rid of the squid that collect in here. Come on, hold still. There, it's over with. Alright, I'm going to park in here for a while, collect some gunpowder, make up some TNT, and generally take it easy after a very long, hard day. And what will we do next? I don't know. We'll think of something. I've got something that should be at least interesting, worthy of the 100th episode, which will be next. So we'll see. Take it easy. I'm out of here.